You know you've made it to the most important place you need to be this evening. That's how you know you've made it.
all the tears I cry. You know I built a castle and I don't own a land, and I only cast out one woman. I said, oh, I said, oh, what you trying to do? I said, oh, what you trying to prove? Oh, when you hurt me, well, did you let yourself in? Did you let yourself out again? Run out of patience, I run out of time. Yes, it's wearing thin. Oh, I got a lover. Yes, I got one. No, I got somebody who keeps it. I said, no, I don't wonder. And no, I do not mind. I said, I got issues, but baby, you're one of a kind. Oh, I like to do, baby, and I know I will wait a kid. Oh, my misery. I said, oh, what you trying to do? I said, what you trying to prove? Oh, when you hurt me. Yeah, well, did you let yourself in? Did you let yourself out again? Please. Should have partook, yeah. You can blame it on your love, baby. But then I spit you out, you know, and I don't wonder, you know, I don't mind. Oh, I got issues, but baby, you're one of a kind. Oh, I got a killer, and I know I'm a way to kill. Oh, my misery. I said, oh, I said, what you trying to do? Can't even walk halfway, not a little. What you got in them shoes? I said, heavy, heavy man. I can't even lift your little finger. How heavy can I be through your finger? You're never talking to me. I said, ain't that sweet? I said, ain't that sweet now? I said, ain't that sweet? I said, ain't that? Head on with your heavy shoes. We all know what you're trying to do. Head on in the morning too. Oh man, been wasting time on you, yeah. Oh boy, I stay a little longer, but my willing to love is getting stronger, and you're just bringing me down. Oh, and I ain't trying to drown. Your toes are shoes on your feet now. You always think of what you saw somehow. You're never talking to me. Hey. I said, ain't that sweet? I said, ain't that sweet now? I said, ain't that sweet? I said, ain't that? Have you ever done anything for me, baby? Don't say my name. Give me nothing but everything. How about all that I can bring? Say I can bring.
Good evening and welcome to the Way Back Sessions. You are Way Backers, and I am your host, but I am not Adam Carter. My name is Danny Duoshade, and I am here because Adam is there. Although, if you've ever met Adam, you know he's not all there. And that's a compliment, because, well, honestly, sanity is a little overrated, and you have to be at least a little bit crazy to pull off a show like this every week. And there have been a lot of weeks. In fact, tonight we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Way Back Sessions. That's right, that's right. Pause for dramatic effect, hold for applause. So, Thank you to all of those of you who have supported through Season 1 and Season 2. If you're interested in supporting through Season 3, be sure to hit that donation link below the video. Of course, like and subscribe. This is not anyone's first rodeo here on YouTube. Drop a comment, and if you're feeling frisky, slide on into that live chat and join the conversation. You can ask some questions if you'd like. You can, in all caps, shout along with your favorite song, or you can just tell us how gorgeous we are. Honestly, it all works, and we'll be checking in with Studio B throughout the evening. But right now, I'm here in Studio A with the triumphant return to the show of the great and powerful OGG. OGG, I would welcome you to the studio, except you're not just performing here tonight. You actually rehearse here. What a cush gig that is. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about that?
Well, you know what? I think we're going to throw that to Jared.
You know, that's going to be a Jared question.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Jared.
sure. What would you like to know, buddy?
Well, here, let's get right
We
into
all
it.
conspired against him.
Yeah.
So you record everything, am I right? And now, how does that correlate with the way that you guys write? How is that part of your writing process?
You know, this started a little while back. Before all of the equipment got dialed in, little by little, the studio has been built. Now we record everything. Absolutely everything we do. Probably thanks to Brian here, always be recording. Every mistake we make is on the record.
Oh, yeah.
Every
It's
tonal
lovely.
issue is on the record. And, you know, we learn exponentially. So, you know, we only get together, you know, once a week, but we're listening to the tracks all week.
So it sounds like it is a contributing factor to the way that you guys put things together. Will we ever hear any of those recordings? Will there ever be
there might be something in the works.
That's
right?
groovy. Now I've heard that there is maybe an album on the way.
There is, you know, I think we're a good. I mean, I don't want to jinx things, but I would say we're 51% through the first album.
Now that's groovy, and
Yeah.
I really like the sound of that because I like the sound of this. And I want to know if you're engineering the record yourselves or if you are venturing elsewhere to record the album.
Yeah, you know what? This place is so wired for sound. We have invested for so long into what goes on here at the Wayback Sessions in the studio and the Outback, this space that we're in right now. And we have recorded multiple efforts here, going back to former bands a long time ago, years past that I don't even want to get into, all the way up to Stephen Meckel, who's the concertmaster, violin, master, and we did record his latest solo album here last year. So we're taking it on our shoulders for now, as long as everything comes out sounding awesome.
That's very exciting, and I want to ask you about sounding awesome because I think that's an interesting thing when you're making a record, right? Because the early development of OGG, improvisation was vital to that, and I want to know that when you guys record, is that something that you multi-track live as a band, or do you sacrifice a bit of that group interaction in exchange for overdubbing individual performances?
Now, are you talking about recording the album live and overdubbing pieces, or bringing all the components in?
I'm asking you
You're
what
asking
you're doing.
me what I'm doing. Well, you know what, Sarah, would you share that mic with Brian?
Yeah, sure.
And let's find out from...
So at this point, I haven't come in to do vocals, but Brian knows all about it.
Yeah.
Remember what happened last time you gave me a mic?
I do. You just kind of went on and on and on. So
the show went for 3 hours.
I'm just gonna lean back here and watch.
Yeah. So what we've done this time is we're not recording live as a full band. The reasons for that is basically clarity, really. You get much better sound in
time.
Pardon?
And time. Getting everyone together. And
Yeah, that too. And speaking of time, we have all these weird timing shifts and everything too. So Adam painstakingly listened to all of our rehearsals that Jared was just talking about that we record. And he sat there and said, okay, this part of the song is in this BPM. This part of the song is in this BPM. This part of the song is in this BPM. And then he sent it to me. I'm like, oh my God.
This is a true story.
How did this? This is crazy. So it's all coming together. So it doesn't have the live element, but it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be a production, and it is going to be over the top, and we're not going to release it any other way. So we're very excited to actually be doing it ourselves, and
It's already sounding amazing.
and it's already sounding amazing. Yeah, we just have the drums, most guitars, and most bass lines tracked right now, and yeah, the sound quality of the equipment and the investments we made in the studio here is definitely well worth it.
And, you know, going back to that, Brian and I have worked we have our strengths and weaknesses and balance things out really well, and been doing this for a long time, and have found our successes, have found our failings, and you know, it just meets in the middle so well with what we're able to bring to the table. And you know, Mr. Ears over there has like, I don't know, what would it be, an awesome animal with ears? A bat? You kind of look like a bat. So bat ears, Brian?
I don't know,
Bat ears, Brian.
But my dog has really big ears. She can hear everything, like satellites and stuff like that.
So I don't know. Hopefully that shed a bit of light
It
for
sounds
you.
it sounds
Dan?
like a labor of love, and I know that this iteration of OGG differs from some of the previous ones, and I'm really loving what I'm hearing. So I would
Thank
like
you.
to get back into hearing it.
Okay.
And what this labor of love has created together in those recorded rehearsals, because we're recording this right now.
We are.
Always be recording.
Always be recording.
Always.
But we have more tunes, right? We do. Yeah, no, there actually are.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, this song is called Lies. La, 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 lies. La, 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 lies. Yeah. La, 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 lies. La, 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 lies. Yeah. Oh, did you think I wouldn't notice? Did you think I wouldn't see? So baby, what you take me for? No, baby, what do you mean to me? Hey, but I'm not that woman. No. I'm done sorting out what's in my head because you put it there. So take your baggage with your boy and find a girl so you can share. So you can share. Hey. So you can share. But I'm not that woman. Yeah, say yeah, come on. Now twisting out in the distance, what you leave me for, baby? I'm wishing God as my witness. You right out the door, honey. This time and this time tomorrow, come and save my soul. Ain't life for me left on this side. When you know, you know. Oh, when you know, you know. Oh, when you know, you know. Oh, when you know, you know. 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 Hey, come on. Hey, hey. I feel bad. I can't see you guys over there. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi. Yeah.
Engage.
A voice is calling, said, come on over, tell me, picture what you gotta say. The devil's creeping up so slowly, but faster every day. Oh, I keep my feet clean, oh yes I try to, don't matter anyway. The evil follows me, surrounds me, I cannot live this way. I can't live this way. After tomorrow, the other day, I'm left on borrowed time and I won't play with the wicked or what he say. Won't get addicted, I won't live this way. After tomorrow, the other day, I'm left on borrowed time. Yes, and I won't play with the wicked. Won't get addicted. I in my soul. Oh, when who I run to, I'm under whose control. Hey, I keep my feet clean, oh yes I try to, don't matter anyway. The evil follows me, surrounds me, I cannot live this way. Come on! the fancy every day. Oh, I keep my feet clean. Oh, yes, I try to. Don't let it get away. Oh, it don't matter. I keep my feet clean. It won't be this way.
Great googly moogly. Og in the house.
I love it.
Og is in the house. So we started on the right over there. I want to swing to the left. I need to talk about this saxophone. Joy. Joy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm groovy.
Oh, I'm glad.
Well, hey, you're providing those grooves, so
Hey.
we're all glad to be here. You have been playing that sax for 30 years, as I understand it. And actually, this is not your first encounter with Brian and Adam.
No.
In Adam's maybe ironically named band Dad after Stepchild. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh,
That-
I get it. I get it.
It always takes the drummer a little while.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Well, so Joy, I'm curious, having played that long, if it started in school like so many other players, or if there was something or someone you heard. I'm hearing a lot of maybe Maceo Parker, the JBs in there. Somebody you may have heard at an impressionable age that influenced you.
Maceo Parker? Oh, man after my own heart. I'm telling you, man after my own heart.
I
Yeah.
can hear it.
I've been playing this horn for a good long while. Her name is Mary Jane. We go back a long way till I was 8 years old. And I found her at a garage. Well, my mom found her at a garage sale when I was 8 years old, and I've had her ever since.
That's fantastic. And I think I may have overheard earlier that was originally named after the Rick James song.
That
Mary
is
Jane.
true.
Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
That's fantastic. Talk about the funk, man.
Yeah.
She's bringing it over
Even
there.
when I was a kid, man, I didn't know that song was about pot at the time. I was a kid. I didn't know. I just thought it was cool because the way you talked about the girl in the song is the way she made me feel. So that's why I named her that.
Oh, that's cool.
Fantastic
That's
reason
cool.
to name it.
Yeah.
Now, do you like flying solo in a band or prefer to be part of a horn section?
I like them both. I like them both. I really do.
And she's great at them both.
There's something about playing in a set, in a horn section that's just, you can't match it. There's just something about it that's magical to me. And I miss it a lot, but I love playing the solo with my band too. It's all right being the only horn player. I can represent.
Yes, you can.
That's hey, and you can represent not only on the sax but on the voice as well.
Yes,
Thank you.
Let me
totally.
tell you. Let me tell you. Well, speaking of solo saxophone, I gotta ask because I overheard it in conversation earlier. A name came up, and I have to bring it up here. Kenny G, yes or no?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Get on that mic.
Oh my
Tell us a
goodness.
story. Get on that mic.
All right. Kenny G, come on, you guys. All right, that's cool. My friend saw this documentary about Kenny G the other day, and she insisted that I watch it. And I was like, I'm not watching a damn documentary about Kenny G. I'm just not going to do it. But then she insisted. She's like, you will really like it. So I'm like, okay. And then I watched it, and I'm like, dude, I actually learned some stuff from watching that movie. And but it's still a little too light for me.
A
Still a little
bit.
too light.
But you like the effects and things that
I
are
like
bringing
the,
it in. So
the
it's like,
effects is what I was paying attention to because he has really great effects on his horn, and I really like that. But
and you're pushing us to push you into
Yeah.
help
some
enable
reverb.
you to do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
just
Which
to
is
have
a good
that
thing.
tone.
This is a great thing.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about a pretty serious relationship with your instrument here, and I want to I can feel it coming from there. And speaking of physically feeling it, I can feel it from the bass guitar. Now you've put it back here, Brian, but without any formal training as a luthier at all, you built that very bass you were just playing in that last set. Now I want to know: are you more comfortable playing an instrument of your own, or are you maybe more critical of them than you would be perhaps a manufactured or even another boutique creation?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of both. The neat thing about building an instrument yourself is you can build it exactly to the specs that you want to build it to. on the other hand, everybody has lots of, whoa, my ears just cut out, sorry. Everybody has lots of guitars. Look at this room. You know, every guitar does something a little different. And that's what I really wanted to do with this one. I wanted this one to be a little more mellow, a little more round sounding, almost like a precision bass. So, but it's a 5-string version. Hence the other one that's around my shoulder right now. This one's a lot more bright, a lot more aggressive. So it depends on the song, on what I want to play. And so, yeah, this is my first attempt here at building the guitar. It took me about a year. Just pains. I didn't sleep for a whole year. All I did was sit there in that room with a little tiny chisel, and I whittled away the entire trunk of a 100-year-old tree to get to where it's at now. So, you know, I think it was worth my efforts. And then I decided to do it again. So I have another one at home that I cut down a 200-year-old tree for. And that one took me 2.5 years because I used a much smaller chisel on it because I wanted a lot of detail. But yeah, it's fantastic. You know, whoa. I'm knocking stuff all over the place. Look at this. I think I'm going to break it. I'm going to have to make
You can hand it over to me.
I'm going to make a fourth.
I'll care for it if you wish.
Well, so that's interesting to me. As I mentioned, your background, you have no formal training in being a luthier in any kind of guitar building. Your background
is YouTube.
Yeah, well, I was going to
Which is what we're on right now. In the spirit of YouTube, I built a guitar and I perform live.
On YouTube.
I love YouTube. If there was no YouTube, there would be nothing for me.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, so you have a background, though. You have a background in product marketing, and I want to know that once OGG gets down to business
You've
here,
been doing
once
your
you get
research.
beyond the recording stage and you get down to business, I want to know how influential you'll be in selling the band, and if you've got any wild ideas for how to sell the band or the product, what the product might be, if there's anything floating
That's
around
an
there.
awesome question,
you
Brian.
know, that is an awesome question. And, you know, as a product manager, I play with lasers and literally, and I don't know, we can maybe shoot somebody's eye out. No. What do you want to do with lasers?
Well, I don't know.
You know, I
look.
saw a Tool the other night. That was an amazing laser light show.
Okay. Well, that's so we can add the laser light show into
But yeah,
the.
but you know,
Outback.
I do have a marketing background for sure, and hence a lot of discussions Adam and I have had around the name OGG and the Great and Powerful OGG and what all this means, and how it pertains to the band. So it's kind of funny some of my views when I think from my marketing brain.
Funny, is that the word you use? Funny?
What, OGG? Funny?
No.
What does OGG stand for?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
We need to ask Jared. We need to ask
It will be
Jared.
the question no one will ever know.
know
You have to
it
read the book,
stands
right?
for
You have to read the
us.
book?
No, there's
I
no
don't-
book.
I don't know what
There
book.
might have been a reference at one point, but this is bigger than a book. This is real. We are real. We are live. We are here.
Well, so it sounds like we may have to wait. It may still be a mystery as to how the product arrives in our hands. However, I can follow that up with any advice you might have to other local musicians or other bands who are trying to make something that they really want people to hold on to or to see. Any advice?
You know what's crazy is when I think back, you know, when I first started playing music, we were recording 24 tracks on a 2-inch analog tape. And nowadays everything's digital. And back then you used to make albums, press albums, you used to go hand out paper flyers, you used to hit the streets to go ahead and try and get people to shows. And now everything's digital. So now it's all social media. It's pushing your stuff out single by single and not complete albums anymore. It's a really different world. So, you know, embrace the digital age because that's really where it's at. And if you're a young band and you want to make it, you have to sound different. You can't go out there and say, I want to sound like this band X or this band Y. You really need to be your own sound, and those are the bands that are going to pop. So go ahead and go out there, be yourself, and that's where it gets.
but can I interrupt on that thing? Like, there's the whole there's the whole digital thing, and
You got to
there's-
keep me off the mic. That'll be a 3-hour show, I tell you.
Yeah, well, there's the whole digital thing and there's the social media, but as we've experienced with the show and everything that goes on, like that's a necessary thing that we all must participate to be part of the machine with what we're doing with bands and shows and whatever we're doing out there personally. But nothing compares or beats to the personal connection with people and sending out personal invites and talking to people and going out and supporting the other bands and supporting the other shows and supporting the other musicians and giving them your love and doing it the analog way. There just isn't a replacement. So as important as all that is, and I think the reason I interrupted was that translates from the whole digital era of dealing with the marketing aspect and the recording process and finding that balance in between everything. And I think that comes into play with everything we deal with in life anyway. It's always a balance. So I think we see that shift coming back, but that's important for everybody to be, personally connected and reach out and, don't just like throw a post up on the Instajams and say, hey, cool, I'm connected. You kind of have to go a little bit more. So anyway.
It sounds like you're not a fan of buying followers.
Look, man, I've seen that fail for a lot of people, and I've experienced watching that happen. And I would rather have less high quality people paying attention to what I'm doing than a whole lot of nothing.
Well, I know that you guys are all very organic with the way you put your songs together. It sounds like you'll be very organic with the way you put your live shows together. And it sounds like that will build a very organic following, and I can see it right here in the live chat. So why don't you tell me what's happening there, Studio B? Any questions out there? Ooh. How gorgeous are we?
Oh, we are so gorgeous. I just tried to put myself on, and let's see, that did not work this time, but hey, hi everyone. So I was supposed to be picture in picture, and I became like this.
A ghost?
A ghost.
Did you get a ghost?
I don't
well,
know.
Work
weird.
on it. Work on it. You've got a bunch of buttons
I've got a lot
over
of
there.
buttons going on
lot
here.
more buttons this season.
Yeah. So everyone is super jazzed. I mean, look at that. So everybody is super jazzed about the show. We've almost hit 100 concurrent viewers.
Woo!
Yes,
Yeah!
Very exciting. I told everyone, go tell your friends, join us. Let's get over 100.
Yeah, grab a couple extras.
We have people. We have Vietnam.
Oh, is Tom here?
That's right.
Hi, Tom. Good early morning to Vietnam, and that's not a joke.
Yes, it's not a joke. See, there's me in this like ethereal thing. My button that I programmed is not quite working. But hello, everyone. Let's see if I can get back to this. Okay, so let's see. We have people from the East Coast. We have the Beers. We have the Carters. We have the
hi, everybody.
Erica and Janet. Sandy Beach is saying hi to Erica and Janet. We have Brad. Doreen, of course. Hi, Doreen. I'm glad you made it back in time. And let's see.
You guys know the whole story.
I know. It's great. So let's see. I'll tell you what else is good, says Ryan Probst.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Rhino.
Gold Wax Rival hits the Crescent for their debut show March 4th with PAO. Okay.
Thanks. I believe Ryan.
Ryan
right?
doing some marketing. I see what you did there, buddy.
Yeah,
that's
I do.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. I
Very
see you.
Thanks for joining in, and yes.
Oh, Patrick Dicko. Hi,
Hey.
Patrick.
Yay.
Do you see my little sticker here? He made that. Studio B always holding it down. They love Studio B, loving the transitions, loving. They were talking about your duets and the harmonies. They're loving it. They're loving Joy. They're just your fans are awesome. So yeah, way
Thank
to
you
go.
all.
Thanks everyone.
Excellent. Well, how about another song, or maybe a few for the fans?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Sure. Why not?
And then maybe we'll dial Sarah between the eyes, huh?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
long, long, long time ago. Lived a man with a far-off plan that was searching for somebody to show that the end was near and it was finally clear that there was no one left that was right. And the only thing that was left were the stars and the moon and the light. He said, "Are you listening? Nobody's listening. Is anybody listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening?" Next in line in this far-off town, the man put his head to the ground. He listened for a sound, he looked for a mark, but there was nothing left to be found. So he listened in line, he looked to the sky for a bird or a bee or a tree. But the only thing he could see were the stars and the moon still free. He said, "Are you listening? Nobody's listening. Is anybody listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? At the end of the day, in a far away, there was nobody left to complain. There was nothing at all, there was nothing to find, not a civilized heart that would rain. Now it was totally clear that the end was here, and there was nobody left to fight. And the only thing that was left were the stars and the moon and the light. Are you listening? Nobody's listening. Is anybody listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you
Woo! All right. We pulled it off. You like? Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
We got a couple left for you guys. We are OGG. This is so amazing. I feel very lucky to be a part of this, you guys. Truly. Truly, I do.
You know we love you.
Oh, I love you guys.
Special thing.
Special thank you.
So shit. I won't stay here to watch our lives spare me your words. I won't take your word for it if you say so. It don't mean shit. I won't get on here to watch our lives spare me your words.
It's getting hot in here.
Wowie zowie. We are back here on the way back.
Woo! Hey, yeah!
And we've got Og. Hi. We've got Og, yes. So I'm swinging back to Jared here because you're tearing it up over there, man. Talk about stirring up some heat. You're bringing it. You're bringing the thunder. And I know you. I see how hard you're hitting over there, but I want to know what it feels like to watch your drum set get destroyed by a different drummer every week.
I was hoping this question came up.
That is the topic every week. Yes.
Is the mic on? Is the mic on? So, I bought this kit for the Wayback Sessions, so it was all expected. It was all a package deal. I love the kit. Got a good deal on it, fortunately. So when I see other people play it, I'm honored rather than appalled. You in particular, we talked about this the other day. You tore it up. So, that
Yes.
is such a compliment. Watching people play this kit, it gives me chills because everybody's got a different style, different technique, different way of moving things around. And then I come in here for rehearsal and I'm like, what the hell happened? Yeah.
Well, thank you. And I want to actually ask about that because you're bringing a few different techniques to the table yourself. And having watched so many other talented musicians on this show, is there any particular group or maybe groups that with whom you might sit in or you would be interested in sitting in?
I honestly am not a part of the scene here. This is kind of my debut, and I watch and I appreciate, but I'm not in on this community quite yet. I've seen a lot of great bands. I don't know if I can sit in with any of those guys.
Oh, yes, you can, and welcome.
I kind of just
Come
make
on,
this
Jay.
up- I kind of make this up as I go. I've been in the Valley for like 10 years
Dude,
now,
same.
but I've only been playing drums in the Valley for like 1.5 with these guys, and it's just like, I don't know, I make it up. It's good. Self-taught. Just
There you go.
play what I play.
All right, well, let's talk about something else then. As I understand it, you're a cyclist. In fact, I think you and Adam ride together.
That was our connection at first.
Yeah. So I've heard. And
Banditos.
I'd like to know. I'd like to know if you approach your drums with the same sort of preparation and conditioning that you might approach your bike, both from the standpoint of equipment, as we've discussed, but also your own physical fitness and elasticity.
This is a really good question, Dan.
Yeah, this is a deep question.
I want to know too.
I'm sweating from you.
This will kind of tell you where I'm at in my life, to be honest. This is crazy. So back in the day when I grew up as a drummer, I feel like I was born a drummer. I come from a family of musicians. It's just what I do. And it was what I did. It was my hobby. I'd come home from work. I'd play for 2 hours. I had the jam drum room where I played, and I just drilled my chops, and I got better and better and better, and I play with headphones on. What it has become lately is more just like, I'm going to have fun. And I am a multifaceted human being. I got a lot going on. I wish I had more time to dedicate to drums, but the reality is I come in here, I sit down with these guys, I have fun, and that's kind of where it's at. I don't have a kid at home right now. I don't run drills and
But
work
we like
on my
to
chops.
have them around here.
Yeah. I hope I'm not giving away too much. It's like I just got so much going on. It's like Tuesday's band night, and that's all I got time for.
Well, the fact that you don't have a kid at home and you sound this good is pretty telling.
Like I said, it's a language
Yeah.
I speak. I don't have much for chops these days, but it's a fun thing to do. So
Well, it sounds like you've developed your own style,
Yeah.
and that's great, and it works with this magical group of people here. And
Yeah, I think it does.
speaking of style, speaking of magic, I have to put the focus on Miss Sara Robinson.
The one
front
and
and
only.
center.
How did we get her in the room?
I don't know.
Sara, you have a very dynamic, very melodic vocal style, and I want to know at what point you found your voice, not just physically, but also as a songwriter.
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, ever since I could talk, I was writing songs, and it's just literally like you were saying, it's been a part of me my whole life. And I think that the first time I ever took it seriously, I was 12 or 13, and I just wrote songs for weeks and weeks, and then I literally have buckets now full of songs. But back then I would just sing to karaoke tracks, and I was like, this is awesome, plug me in. I would bring it to a bar and say, plug me in, and no honey, you need to play with musicians. And that's how I started playing with real musicians when I was 15, because they were like, you can't do that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And they didn't know any Christina Aguilera. And I was like, oh, wow, that sucks. And then I learned the blues, and then my life was saved. So it was great. Yeah, it was great. So, yeah, I don't know if that answered anything, but that's that.
It got us started because
Okay.
I want to know
Cool.
how your approach differs here in OGG from your own group, the Sara
Ooh,
Robinson Band.
okay, so I love this because it is challenging in the best way, because I love what I do, but I also love to challenge myself, or else I'm, I think we're all that way as artists. We're not happy until we're pushing our boundaries and stuff. And so it's been awesome because I've had to learn how to step out of the box, but yet it sounds so great. And again, there's not really a genre for what this is, which is kind of how I am with Sara Robinson Band. We're soul, blues, rock, everything. And same here. I just kind of went with what they were doing, and it was awesome. So
is that part of the band that's improvisation? Is that happening lyrically while you're in these rehearsals? You're just winging it?
So half and half. I would say half the practices, I would just come up with something on the spot, but then the other half, they had already had recordings, and so I was able to go home and figure out exactly what I wanted to do and be more particular. But yeah, it's kind of different every time, I feel like. But mostly I'm able to go through it at home because they had already had it tracked. So
Right, as I understand, much of the material was already developed instrumentally.
Yeah.
But I want to know then, when you take it home and you have the chance to really dig into it, how does that change what they're doing? I don't just mean adding lyrics.
In every way.
right. Oh,
Does
it's
it
true.
become something else?
Oh yeah.
And then if it is becoming something else, what does that mean for the direction of the band in the future now that you have written to what they've already written?
That is so good.
It is, and you know what? And that's the next phase.
Yeah,
Dan.
that's-
So Sara, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
Well,
does that?
I would
look
say
like?
it's funny. That's actually a great segue because "Sugar" is a song that they had before, and when I had heard it, I heard real relaxed, reggae vibes, in a sugarcane field, just weird stuff, But these guys had a totally different idea. So
That's
the
not
fact
how
that
it went
that's
before you
not
came
how it was
around.
before I got into it.
Nope.
Yeah. So the fact that we're merging, I don't know how they feel because I totally changed it probably,
No,
but
it is
it's
great.
still
I mean,
the same at the same time. It's weird.
It's
yeah.
what we want. I mean, I think that everything is about, it's not about somebody writing a song. It's about the the cohesive unit that comes together with all the
Yeah, the
talent and brings it
collaboration.
all together. And that's really the fun part. You know, I couldn't imagine sitting down and going, hey, you know, play this part, play this part, play this part, and put all that together.
Right.
I don't even think I'm bright enough to do that. But, you know, to bring in, it's bringing in the right people to, you know, that have all the talent to support and make everything better, and then being able to embrace how all of that changes it, and being, you know, really excited about it, and not having any defined notion of what it has to be. And when it comes out, you know, just loving
is.
it. But that's
Yeah.
what happens when you have the right people in the room. Like, you know, I'm so honored and grateful to be able to play with all these people in this room, and each one of them makes this band sound the way it is.
Truly.
Just bottom line.
Yeah.
There's no difference about that.
Well, Sarah pretty much already segued into the song, but that means that I'm going to have to dig into Adam after.
Okay, deal. Deal.
So hit me with sugar. Let's
All right.
do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey sugar, won't you come on closer? Wait a minute. Hey sugar, won't you linger longer? Take a second. Let me know, yes, just let me know where you're going. Come on, get closer. Feel us get low. Here we go now. I feel your eyes upon me tonight. Hey sugar, I can be your baby, be your baby. I said, honey, I don't want your money, you ain't got any. I said, honey, I can be so lovely, be your baby. Yes, yes, if you wanna reach Nirvana, give me a second. I feel your eyes upon me tonight. Heaven must have dropped him. He must have dropped him. Yes, heaven must have dropped him. He must have dropped him. Yes, heaven must have dropped him. He must have dropped him. say, whoa, 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 won't you lay me down? Yeah, I said, whoa, whoa, won't you lay me down? Yeah, I said, oh, whoa, 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 won't you lay me down? Hey, I feel your eyes upon me tonight.
Holy guitar solos, Batman! Way to wail.
I do my best.
Way to wail.
Thank you.
This is indeed a celebration. I had mentioned earlier that we were celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Wayback Sessions here, but that's not all we're celebrating. We have big news, and I want to make sure that we let everybody know what that is, and that is that the Wayback Foundation has officially been awarded a 501c3 designation for charitable programs. Adam, you have to tell me about that. You have to tell me about
to pull it together. And we did just literally, I believe yesterday, we got notified right before season 3 that we did get our designation to be a nonprofit 501c3 with the Wayback Foundation. We have the plans to bring in programming for youth programming. There's so much talented youth in the Valley, and we want to give them the quality platform that we all have as local artists. We want to be able to deal with touring bands coming in and be able to give them this platform. We want to develop programs. And this is all in developmental stages already, but we want to have programs to be able to deliver instruments to underprivileged people, not just youth, but all kinds of people. And there's a lot of folks out there, Waybackers. So grateful for all of the support over the past year. This takes a ton of time, a ton of money, a ton of effort, and we've been dealing with complete volunteer time right now. And that brings me to, we've got Mr. Dan Zonk, who is handling all the hosting duties like an amazing person. And we are so grateful that you did this. Yeah. And you guys can't see him. You haven't seen him on camera, but we have the great Electric Biscuit James Taylor, the great guitar player from Chrome Rhino, who has been handling all of the camera duties tonight. Again, you haven't seen him, but he's done an amazing job. I guarantee it. I haven't seen it, but I know what he's capable of. But this
it's been amazing.
Okay, and you know what? And that brings us to Studio B and Kat. With everything she does with all of the video work. And that brings us to Jake Seaver, who handles all the sound here. And you know what? It's people like you. It's the Waybackers. It's the fans. It's the bands. Dan's been in here a few times. Brian has been involved from day one. Jared has been involved from day one. Miss Sara Robinson and the Sara Robinson Band, PC, Yode, Stan, those guys were the ones.
Literally day one.
Literally day one.
First band.
They were the ones.
OGG, baby.
They were the ones that said, yes, Adam, we love the idea. We will come in and help you get this going, along with, Jaffe's Descent was on second and a whole host of other people here in the local scene. And we've been able to bust out into other communities, the jazz community and the symphonic community with the Phoenix Symphony. We've got so many other things coming. We're very excited. And this gives the ability to all the people that have been gift givers and have been donating to the show for us to be able to give them tax deductible receipts and be able to grow this incredible project that has been so close to all of our hearts. And I'm very grateful to be able to announce this tonight.
I want to say thank you to you, AC and Kat. Truly, you guys have the fact that you put this together and invited us all. It's been beautiful. So,
Well,
yes,
thank
and
you.
Brian too. I mean, well, all of you guys, obviously, but we appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And this amazing band that has come around and out of this. I'm grateful for each and every one of them, their talent, their time, and the amazing music I feel that we're able to put together. And damn, I'm happy.
Well, so that's absolutely fabulous that we're getting to see this thing grow. Now, a year into the show, I'd like you to talk about maybe a few of the challenges you've encountered. And conversely, can you point to a few key moments where you said, yes, that's exactly what I was aiming for. That's the success I was looking for.
You know what? The challenges,
Yes.
I decided to work with musicians every day. Willingly. And I don't know what that says about me. So, and you know what? If you're a musician, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, we'll talk later. And then the second half of that, Dan, was some aha moments,
Yeah, the successes where you got to point at it and say, yes, this is it. This is exactly what I wanted.
You know, it was when the traction happened real quickly, and then it grew real quickly. And when the New Times and Jennifer Goldberg started taking notice, and when we started having interviews and magazines, when we got the best YouTube series last year, Best of Phoenix, and rolling into season 2, that big aha moment was the flood of talent coming at us that leveled up the game, that was able to step in and treat the show as special as it truly is. Yeah. And by that, what I mean is that we do it once a week, and not even 52 weeks a year. We don't get to have 8 bands on a Friday, Saturday night at a club. And so it was really that aha pleasure of going, hey, these bands are taking it seriously. They're treating it very special. They're coming in here and they're treating it just like any other gig, and or more importantly, super special. And you were involved in one of those projects for the Halloween special with Saturn 3. And people that don't know about that should go back and take a peek at what happened that night, because it is amazing, insane, and it took months and months of planning.
That was very special. Kudos to you. Seriously.
Man, look. And you know what? Dan was the mastermind. But when you have somebody that has so much to give and offer and so many great ideas, most important, no money, but we're working on that. That's the whole thing.
For free.
But see, here's the thing. When there's that commitment, and I'm all about ideas. I love ideas. A lot of people have them. A lot of people have great ones, but it's all about the execution. And so being able to ramp up into working with talented musicians that do have that ability to execute, again, kind of going back to the showcase of the Saturn 3 Halloween show, massive thing, but talk about an execution. Even, you know what, I'll just, because he's in the room, we'll talk about the Chrome Rhino show, and you guys should go back and take a look at it. We've got special things coming, so much special going on with those episodes, because bands were coming in here a day or 2 or weeks beforehand and checking things out and going through the motions and really understanding what was going to happen. And so when people are paying attention and treating it the way that we do, with a lot of love and time and commitment, I think that was, a big one. Did that answer it?
It did. That's great. And I thank you so much for having the opportunity to be here the few times that I have been here and just be around it in the environment, being around other talented musicians. And I want to talk to you about those talented musicians, because OGG actually will share the stage with a few of those musicians on March 26th. You'll be sharing the stage with the aforementioned Chrome Rhino,
yes,
Chrome Rhino, as well as the aforementioned Jaffe's Descent.
Yes.
And that's spectacular. So March 26th, everybody mark your calendars. Make sure you're ready for that. But I want to know, with such a variety of artists and talent, who else would you like to share the stage with in an OGG show? Like, how would you like to bring OGG to different audiences? Who would you like to share with? And I have a follow-up for this.
Can I hand that question off to someone else?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is really an odd question.
Hey, Brian, who do you want to jump on stage with? No, you can't. You got to take the mic. You can't. Joy. Look, they're
My
really.
answer is Chrome Rhino.
But
I'm talking about bands on the show.
Right.
I'm
Yes,
talking about bands in the scene that have come in here and delivered. Who do you want to share the stage with?
Yeah, there's been so many fantastic bands, and really almost all of them. I even though I've been here in the scene for a while, I've been out of the scene for a while as well. And, just being able to go ahead and steal Sara for a minute here and let her come in and just rip everybody's heads off is just phenomenal too. Every band out there has been pretty good. There's been some coming here and just blown my mind. So I'm not going to name any names. It's just, we're going to get out there, we're going to play here and there, and we're going to make every live show as special as every live stream show. And those shows, when you see them, they're going to have absolute stellar lineups.
I want to make them events.
I'm glad you bring that up because I expected a squeaky clean answer like that. And if we're involving everybody, then Adam, have you considered maybe coordinating a Wayback Festival and perhaps even documenting it along the way?
Yes.
Snap.
No, these are all so. Oh man, really? Do we have time for this? So you know what? First of all, we go and we do a Wayback Sessions Presents. For instance, on March 26th with Chrome Rhino and Jaffe's. Do we begin by live streaming that? Do we translate that over into some sort of festival atmosphere and be able to put something together? I think that there's a lot of people out there that support this and would jump on board to help make that happen. Do we bring it to other venues? Do we put that together? You know what? I want to play with a quartet from the Phoenix Symphony opening up for OGG at Last Exit. What do you think of that? How about Stephen Meckel on solo violin ripping your head off? Now, I don't know if people will attach to it the way that I do, which is just hook, line, and sinker. It just makes perfect sense to me. The diversity that we like to bring to this show, it makes perfect sense to me. So, that's something that we'll have to get out there and put feelers and talk to everybody, and Waybackers can weigh in on that and let us know what you think, and we'll put that together. But yeah, Dan, that definitely all of this is there, and probably we should talk off air about putting that together because you know what, we do need to put together a follow-up show after March at some point, and you're in a really cool band called Wormfur. Yes, and I think that would be a really cool lineup if you'd have us.
Thank you kindly. We'll talk. Okay. My people
Your
will
people
talk
will
to
call your people.
Fair enough.
Well, speaking of people, I'm not sure we can leave the people. And I know that there was a conversation about cutting a song, and there was this whole "we're not ready" business. I've heard it all before. I know, I get it. But we can't leave just talking. It just can't happen. It can't happen. With all that big news.
I like your style. I like that.
You tricked us. You tricked us, man.
We gotta follow up. So if you feel like you can leave just japping your gums like that, then you can leave that way. But you could also play. So I'm gonna ask the question: what you gonna do?
Oh, I see what you did. Damn, you
Y'all ready? Look,
Y'all ready?
Oh yeah, this is our Jammy Jam one anyway, so this is actually perfect. In fact, this is called Jammy Jam on our docs. Yeah.
Let's kick them out.
Yeah. And I love this song actually.
emergency. Wants to come and talk to me. I said, oh, wants to come and talk to me. Yeah, I said, oh, doctor, yeah, oh, what do you see? Yeah, I think my baby's coming back to me. Oh, I said, Lord, have mercy on a man of the now. Yeah, I think he's coming down. I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do? I said 911. Oh, I think I got a problem. Yes. Oh, I said 911. Tell me, baby, do you think you're sorry? Yeah. Oh, hey, I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. What am I to do now? I think he's coming down. I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do? Yeah, this is my baby, he's gone. Is it all about the money? Yeah. Is it all that greed? Or do you like to be fancy, baby, at the expense of me? I said, Lord, have mercy, what am I gonna do now? Yeah, I said, I think my baby's coming down. I said, oh, what you gonna do now? I said, oh, what you gonna do now? I said, what you gonna do now? I said, oh, what you gonna do now? Yeah, yeah, oh, to my baby.
I was gonna throw my bra at the stage there, but I'm wearing too many layers.
Oh, Dan, you trickster.
It's all right. I was over here doing the Batusi. We got it on. We got it on. And now we got to get it off. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning into the Way Back session. Studio B, you got anything else for me?
No.
Absolutely not.
Nothing more.
Well, you know, Steven's name came up a few times, and I think Stephen Meckel's wonderful, and I would like to hear that record that you guys recorded right here in Wayback Studios as we walk out, as we pack up the gear.
Cool. Wonderful.
Let's do that.
I like that.
Do that.
Dan, thank you again.
Yeah. You're
My
awesome.
pleasure.
So awesome.
Love the tie, man. Love the tie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you.
About time! About time!
We did it.
I've been trying to do that for a while. I know, right?
There you go. I'm gonna let you come out here.
Yay.
That's sounding.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Kurt, you know.
That was fantastic.
You got it.
Oh,
Perfect.
I did not fit.
You are so
and I
good.
didn't notice that.
You were killing it. There was a few
Oh,
spots.
you're all
Yeah.
tethered. Let me.
I was in it.
Oh, yeah. It was
I felt it.
bad.
Forgot all about
Badass.
that. No, it happens.
Badass.
Sir.
Like amazing, man.
Year in the making, year and a half in the making.
Oh, I know.
Totally.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
That was awesome.
How much
Thank
I
you.
was planning what was, but
Oh.
That's the idea.
Oh my God, guys, I accidentally
That
said
was
more.
awesome.
Oh, that's okay. That's awesome, and I backed you up a little bit.
Excellent
Come
job.
on out, man.
Excellent job.
Come on out. We're done.
All right.
Gavin.
Afraid to leave the equipment.
No,
You're hosting, man.
Baby.
Really appreciate that.
It looks like you guys are on it.
Oh, I hope so.
I had you guys on my phone down, and I'm like, I kept like glancing at it. Turns out I'm like, we look fucking good.
I love it. I love you, man.
Like just talk about
Thank you,
tunes
yeah.
and stuff that you're into, and
Oh, yeah.
we could go back.
Yeah.
Really, dude.
The bar has been raised. The bar has been raised.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so good.
That was an excellent
Shy.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
man.
Wow.
On point, mate.
You're
On point. Good
Thank
job,
you.
man.
Well, we'll go back and look.
All
It's
right.
not even
Are you raiding the nuts?
Things happen.
What are you eating?
I know I wasn't.
Cheese.
Oh,
Cheese,
cheese.
grommet. Cheese, grommet.
Man, you are the first American I've heard reference Wallace and Gromit.
Your torso,
Yeah.
by the way.
What's that?
You were just like,
We need to have that conversation, man.
what?
I have not come across anyone else on this country who knows Wallace and Gromit.
Man, I'd make
So,
a lot more money if I went that route.
There you go. Donation, donation, donation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick killed it.
I'm proud.
Right?
Did you see it, Dan?
You know what's funny? Like, I have to watch back because, like, I don't really know what's going on. Does that make sense?
I know. Oh, no, totally.
You know what I mean?
You guys are
I'm so like in this flow state, right? Like I just get lost and I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. And then at the end of the night, I'm like, what just happened? I gotta watch.
Same.
Congratulations on an
This
excellent
will be on repeat.
Yeah.
This will be on repeat.
I'm excited.
standing that whole time, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Say what? That was so fun.
Can I tell you, like, so back when all of this started, we didn't really have a singer, we didn't have a joy. We were just making some music, thinking, how can we play out? How can we be part of the scene? Even though the scene's on COVID lockdown, and we didn't know what to do. And it, like this kind of came out of that. I just overall, it hasn't come to fruition until today. We never we did a little screwed around.
Right.
It's not a show.
Ghostwriters. Nice.
I'm not embarrassed by it, but it wasn't a show. It was just
Oh,
a
that's my
screw
best friend,
around.
Mark.
And
Mark?
you were like, to finally perform today with you in front of us. Like, I don't know. And what's funny is, I'm not gonna lie, you were show one, and Brian and Adam and I were like, how can we get her to sing for us? And they were like, never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Right? Because we're just sitting around, and then somehow these things.
Well, you know what? You guys are very talented too.
See, I knew you had it though. I was like, it's just, he's got it. Whatever is not ready, he'll get through it.
Adam,
It was really,
Adam,
yeah, totally.
Jen wants to know where you got your hat.
Who?
Laurel or Hardy?
It's Jack the Ripper.
Yeah,
that's the official name.
That's funny.
I got it from the hat shop in Seattle.
But I had to talk to you about the big surprise is what I wanted to leave.
Right.
That's like, because it was like, we have to let everybody know about the 501c3.
Yeah.
So I wanted to leave that as like the big, like, hey,
Right.
everybody, you've just watched this happen. Now what? And it's like, this is what. And I wanted to make sure that was there and that was critical.
No, your flow was great in bringing it all in because I was like, oh, hi, Shelby. She's been probably meowing for the past hour. No, I mean, really great because there were a few things I'm sitting there going, I wish we would get to, I hope we talk about, like we did talk about, about this. So you were just, it was the perfect surprise for me. I'm so glad I did this. Like, I don't really want to know. I don't. Even though I did.
Oh.
But I was like, no.
Cute.
No, truly.
Wearing that tux for the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Shelby? Shelby.
You know what's funny, Sarah? You said sugar, and I was like, ooh, hard R. You can't say the hard R. It's sugar. It's sugar.
But this song was originally about her.
We're live.
It was about her.
I'm probably glad my mic wasn't on at that moment. I'm like, no hard R's.
Nice.
Do this. Sugar.
That's so funny because I never even say R at all. Like it's a problem.
Those flats and everything, that's the tone.
Sugar.
For sure. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's the tone.
People
I mean, the other ones
people
sound
are still
great and
chatting.
Yay!
Or they're
Put that cat again.
like, let's. Yeah, there's still 50 people.
Cool.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
That's, I don't know what I've been saying. Are we really?
Yeah. There's still 50, now 54 people. People came back to watch us hang out.
That's so funny.
Right?
I love it.
No.
I just want to say hi to all my friends and family that tuned in. Love you. And people from work.
I don't make any judgments until I go back to my apartment.
I knew you hadn't even.
Midnight comes around. It's like, well, I'm not going to sleep until I listen to this.
And see, now I'm in a thing where I'm like, I really
You're right.
like I really didn't see or hear or I mean nothing. So.
Where's a pipe at? That's all.
I've never heard of Mesa for bass amps. I don't think I've ever heard. If I had, no one pointed out to me.
Where you put that pipe at?
Right when like we were starting.
Watch your toes. Yes. Hold this. You got it.
That's usually where it starts.
And I've had so many of them.
Huh.
And I found that amp that
Interesting. That's okay. It's probably around. I can go look too.
surprise me there at the beginning.
Okay. On the recording. Yeah.
So it's got that really nice weird. It was just like literally like all the lights went off for like 1 second. And you go ahead and run that. And that's so recorded.
You guys have no idea how many people it takes to do this. Not only the bands, but the whole broadcast. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
I like the issue party.
There's still 50. There's still 50.
Why are you looking at?
Yeah, talk to them, Sarah. What are they into right now?
Now that video.
Oh, no, you-
Let's rethink this. We're like, we're watching before you got a camera, Sarah. Let's see.
You're not leaving, right?
No.
You know what?
No,
Open
just Cocoa Beach represent.
Open the door.
Sandy's Beach.
Yep.
Eastside.
We lost 4 followers. That's what it was right there.
Don't do it. That's like this or way
Sometimes you see how stupid you are on
Oh,
camera, like the 10-second pause. I wish I
sometimes.
didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get in camera. I hate myself.
Yep.
Oh, you got the watch to go with
I
it?
guess I put my
That's brilliant.
They're all like my collection actually works.
You need to get monocle next.
You ever looking for that?
You know what I want? You know what I really want? So
A vanity plane.
yeah, but fuck yeah. So I bought one. When I was in Barcelona, I was like,
I mean, I'm probably gonna need a cane at some point.
I don't know. Can you fake a lip so that you can poke children? I don't want to fake a lip. I just want to
This is great, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to watch everybody or what they say.
I know.
I know. I was trying to read along, but it's like
You showing the cane to the camera.
my fingers are sweaty.
We've got to see the full ensemble. The cane is out.
Have you seen the whole anymore?
Totally. I just really
Oh, it's right here. It's right here, but you probably want to.
I've got a whole collection of
It's a very wide angle camera.
and samurai swords.
Yeah. So is.
Yeah,
You got a couple, I see, yeah?
yeah.
Drink one.
Canes and
I was
there's always something new.
There is so
Not for
much
me.
stuff.
There's always something new.
not for you. No, not for me.
Like I always tell anybody when they come and they stay, I'm like, the only rule is everything is.
I go back in the comments? I lost it for 1 second.
Just want to make sure it still looks good.
Look, it ends at 8:17. I'm trying to go.
The live comments for some reason disappear as soon as like the broadcast goes.
The broadcast still, but I lost it and had to go back into it, and I lost all the comments. So I can't read the comments. I'm gonna have to read them. Sorry.
Yeah, get on there.
If this is my only chance, then I have to. Where are they? Right here.
I don't know what, or when, or who.
Pussycat, my aunt. She's. This is where my mom's condo is. She's got a VRBO, and like it's like our family spot.
Should we shut this off? No. No?
She said no.
My,
What are they saying?
Look,
What are they
my
wanting from
family
us?
literally said I hate to stop watching Sandy. Like I'm in the room. This is my family.
That's so
Okay.
funny.
Well, hey, Dan, say hi.
Hey family. Hey family. This is Dan. He's a great drummer.
Yes.
He's also a
All
great
my friends
drummer.
are posting pictures of them watching the
This
show.
guy was a long way from drill rigs and searching for stick fuzz over here.
Stickfist?
Did you see Stigma's over Saturn 3 on the intro?
Like, yeah, what are we doing?
No, he's standing there, and when the rocket's
And
coming up,
that's my girl.
Saturn 3 is
Aw,
playing,
I love
rocket's
it.
coming up, and Stigmas
Hi.
is sitting there,
Hi,
like,
Erica.
looking around.
Oh, that's good.
You'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I
I
was,
haven't seen season 3 trailer.
no, well, we were all busy.
Season 3.
We were all busy.
That's cool.
So, no, I definitely, like...
What's up?
I did this, like, fake TV.
Hello.
And then it fades over into Saturn 3. Yeah, the rocket, I was like, oh, this is good. So I'm like, I gotta have Dan Stigmas into Saturn 3.
That's funny. Did you have enough of these headphones? Oh, well, that's my house.
Yeah? Is that good?
Yeah. Here's ringing.
How you doing,
So
man?
should we kill the feed now? There's
Yeah.
still 30 people watching.
Yeah,
Everybody,
probably.
This is Randy.
Hey, Randy's good people. How do I do it?
How you
You
doing?
know what? Let's go.
Roll persona.
Oh, well, thank you.
Let's go ahead and
Good
kill
night.
it.
Good night.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Is it? Oh. Yeah, no, it's Brian. Come and put your face and say
Whoa,
goodbye.
hey,
Bye.
Apple happened. Apple happened. I just moved the mouse.
Okay. did
How
you
do I
say
turn this
goodbye?
off?
Waybackers, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Sun Volume from Chicago is coming in to the sessions.
And they're badass.
And they are, and it's going to be
just
awesome.
waiting.
We'll see you then. Cheers.
But I don't want to lose this. Can I? Say, you have it saying.
I'm going to go ahead and kill it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream.
Yeah. Thank you.